Okay, so today's presentation is what you need to become a registered legal document assistant in California. Okay, my name is Elizabeth Olvera. I'm the membership chair here at CALDA. So we'll go into the basics. I should record. What you need to know and consider before becoming an LDA. Why become an LDA? So maybe you're looking for a career change, right? There's some people that recently have been laid off, or maybe they're burnt out, and this quarantine has reminded them what they really want to do, and they want to pivot and transition. Also, maybe you want to do rewarding work that makes a difference, that maybe work that you can impact people on a personal level. And what we like to say that we do is that we provide access to justice for self-represented individuals. And one of the best parts is you can make money running the successful business as an LDA. Okay. Minimum requirements. So you do have to be, meet an education component. They're listed out in the section of Business and Professions Code, section 6400. In order to be an LDA, you do have to obtain a bond, and that's approximately $300 for a 2-year term. On our website, calda.org, we have a section called Our Partners, and we have a list of bond agencies that you can work with. 1 second. Register with county is the next step once you have the education component, and I'm going to show you the requirements that meet the education component. But for now, once you have the education part down, you are bonded, then you can fill out an application with the county and register with them. Okay. And you would register in the county where you have like headquarters or your business. So you are able to have, file, like, let's say, for example, I'm in San Francisco, I registered in San Francisco, but if you want to do business in San Mateo, you can register with them directly, or it's not mandatory as long as you have the place where your office is at, where you're registered. Give me 1 second. I just want to let people in if we need people in. 1 moment. So moving on. Business essentials. Okay. So once you're a registered LDA, then you'll have to start thinking about what essential items you will need to have in place, your systems, in order to be able to offer this service to the public, right? And some people don't need all of this, but they are, at least you should know that they exist. And there's different versions of, let's say, for example, you need a phone system. There's RingCentral, there's Grasshopper, there's Google Voice. So sometimes it's about doing research. But luckily, if you have membership in a professional organization, then you can reach out and network with other professionals that already have tried these systems. They know the pros and cons of everything. And so that way you don't have to start from scratch. And everyone's, needs are different. So what one LDA needs is going to be different from another person's business. So it's kind of good to bounce those kinds of ideas off of each other so that you're not, spending for services you don't need. Okay. Okay. So, okay. And then, all right. So if you're up for the challenge, you're an LDA, then the next step is you want to master your craft, right? I would recommend that you read the statute, Business and Professions Code, section 6400, and all of the other subdivisions, so that you understand the rules and the regulations. For example, it says and I can show you guys what I'm talking about. It's going to show things such as what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. it's going to show us, sorry, what your requirements are. For example, let's say you file documents at the courthouse, you have to put your stamp or type in the header of the pleading your name, your license number, your address, and what county you're registered in. It's very specific what needs to appear there. Also, what standard language needs to appear in your business cards. And then, you know, part of mastering your craft and going all in is join an organization like ours, CALDA, to network with others for the reasons I mentioned previously. And also work with, you know, attorneys, collaborate with them, have a set of attorneys that you can refer work to. So for example, if you're working with a client and they need legal advice, we can't offer that as an LDA because we do form preparation. So it would be great to have resources and referrals where you can send the clients to. MCLE. So as of a couple of years ago, LDAs are now required to meet a certain criteria of mandatory continuing legal education courses so that you stay on the up and up in the legal field. So like, for example, CALDA has 2 conferences a year in the spring and in the fall. And throughout the year, we have multiple MCLE workshops, classes, seminars, so that you can meet that requirement. If you decide to renew your registration, well, we hope that you do, you will be asked to sign a declaration saying that you've attended these MCLE classes and that you have to sign under penalty of perjury that you complied with that requirement. And again, okay. The next part is marketing, right? So you're bonded, you know, you have the systems in place, you have your referrals partners, and well, now it's time to let all the clients know that you're here and you're ready to help. And so it's all about, you're a business person now. If you decide to be an LDA and market your services to the clients directly, so your image matters. What your clients see, and it should be kind of consistent. And what I mean by that is, if you have a logo, make sure you put that on your business cards, on your website if you have one, and if you join CALDA, you can also use our logo on your website, your business cards, and make sure you have a Google My Business page. It's free. If you can't afford a website or you don't know how to make your own, at a minimum, you should have the Google My Business page, because it is the best way to get clients, because that's where clients are searching on Google. Other people use Weebly websites or Wix websites, whatever works for you. The thing is, get on, the internet so you can be found. Also, you can advertise on Facebook, run a couple of Facebook ads, get a Yelp page, and you can also advertise on Craigslist. Some people are not ready to, create a business, and start offering their services. Maybe they're still working with attorneys, and that's okay. But if you want to do this and this looks like something you want to do, one way to get around from, putting your fancy professional glamour shot on the internet for all to see is you can create a fictitious business name and register that with your city. And so it'll say that, this individual is doing business as, for example, let's say Docs for You. And so then that would be the, if you place ads, you say Docs for You can help you with this and that. So that's one way around the, I don't know if I'm ready, or I just want to test the waters. Okay. And again, you don't have to make any decisions today. We're just talking. Yeah. And then if you guys want more information, our website is calda.org. You guys can email us at office@calda.org. And we thank you for being on this presentation. It's not over yet.